Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for X-Men 97, Episode 4, which is actually kind of two episodes. We have the Motendo episode and then Life Death Part 1. I'm going to get into spoilers in a minute, but these were, I think, really fun. I think they're very different episodes as well. Of course, the first one's a lot longer. The Motendo piece is about two-thirds of the episode, but there's a lot of really cool, fun Easter eggs. There's a lot of really cool callbacks. And then, of course, Life Death is just really setting up what we're going to see in the part two as well. So let's get into it. Spoilers ahead. So we begin with the morning of Jubilee's 18th birthday, in which, first of all, I love that the X Men are ready to like party with her, but Magneto's got to be the buzzkill. We still touch a little bit on the kind of, I don't want to call it, I guess it's kind of a love triangle. There's definitely a triangle of some sorts happening, but we definitely we get into that a little bit with Magneto and Gambit and Rogue. But overall, the X Men just want Jubilee to have a good day. Wolverine gives her some cupcakes that somebody baked. I don't think he baked them, but so that's really fun. But because Magneto is lame and he wants just everybody to train, she ends up spending the day with Roberto. And as they go back to her room, they are transported into a video game by Mojo. Of course, if you read the name of the episode Motendo, you definitely knew that this was going to involve Mojo, who has been a longtime villain of the X-Men, who only cares about ratings, and the way that he gets energy is by getting people's attention. He used to be focused a lot on television, but as the 90s have progressed, apparently he knows that he's got to move his business model into video games. But this video game is specially made for Jubilee, as she is kind of tempted to stay in this video game to give Mojo the programming that he needs, and it's a video game that just kind of touches on her greatest hits. Right, we have Meteor M or Asteroid M, we have Genosha, we have the time at the mall, like just all these little missions that Jubilee's been a big part of. But of course, Jubilee has a little bit of help. There is a digital copy of Jubilee named Abscissa, who helps her and Roberto fight through all this. So that's really fun. The pair of them fight their way through the game, and of course defeat Mojo. We get to see Spiral, which is one of my favorite characters, because of the Marvel versus Capcom game. Like she was one of the I don't know if she was one of the fighters or one of the assist fighters, but she was definitely there, and just like six arms, bunch of swords. That's really cool. But they end up defeating Mojo. Spiral sends him back to the real world. So that's where we are. Jubilee and Roberto do kiss, which was kind of like I've been shipping them from the first episode. So that was really fun to see. Now, in the other story, Life Death Part 1, we catch up with Storm, right? We know that in the last episode, Forge found her at a bar, and they go to Forge's ranch to undergo a procedure. Now, if you're not familiar, Forge is a mutant that can pretty much invent anything that he needs. Now, this doesn't always happen automatically. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but the way his powers work is that his brain will help him figure out any technology that he needs to invent or build uh, in order to get something accomplished. Um, Now, this machine that he's building obviously is not. It doesn't work the first time, and it's very disappointing for Storm. But in the previous, like before they even get to that, Storm and Forge have been spending some, I would call it quality time together, which they have had romantic relationships in the past. I mean, come on, if you were a mutant and Storm was hanging out with you, like you'd probably fall in love too, right? But it is a reveal that the reason Forge is so eager to help her out is because he was one of the people that helped develop that technology for those the collars that take away the powers. Now, I think to me this is a new development. I don't know if I haven't read Life Death in a long time, so I don't know if that's the same in the comics. And I don't think in the cartoon they ever addressed like how the collars were made. They just, it was something that the government put together. Um, so obviously, Storm feels betrayed, and as she tries to leave, she's brought back by this creature called the Adversary, who is revealed to be behind a lot of the shenanigans that have been going on. And that's kind of where we leave off. So this is definitely a two-parter. We'll definitely see more of this episode, and I'm definitely eager to check out what happens next with Storm because she's one of my favorite characters, especially in this iteration. So great episode. I think we had some really fun moments when the first part. We have some more serious and poignant moments in the second part of the episode. So it's a good mix. I think it's a good mix. And it focuses on two of my favorite characters, Jubilee and Storm. So like I could not ask for any more. So we did see that some of the other mutants were sidelined. And I think this is probably just done to like, give everyone a good schedule and of course follow along with the story. But we definitely have a lot of strings to keep track of still, right? What's going on with Jean and Cyclops? We don't know what's going on there. Mr. Sinister as well. So, yeah, a lot of really fun stuff. So, if you have watched this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share. If you've seen this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.